Hi guys, and welcome to Tic Tac Toe tutorial in Python. So let's start a new game. So let's see if we can actually tie up, and there it is a tie. Okay, so we can also win if we want to. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Python development environment, and we'll put one of these together. So let's come into file, start a new project, and right away I'm going to let's increase the font size so that you guys can see what I'm up to. All right, so let's be sure, make that 20, apply. Okay, so I'm going to start. First of all, let's import as follows from Tic. I'm going to import all with a star. Right, so I will now import the message box as well. Do this and just dump it in there. I actually have a Tic Tac Toe I developed some years ago, but there wasn't the tie there. So when the players tie, my viewers would like to see how to put that together. So that is my class. The class is gonna call Tic Tac Toe. Yeah, enter column. Now let's define the whole process. Initialize as follows, and it's going to be self comma root, and enter a column there again. Now self.root is going to be my system itself, so I'm just going to call that root. Then after that, self.root, that is officially going to be my title. Right down here, say dot title, and the title is going to be Tic Tac Toe. So I can always copy this and just dump it there. That will be my title. There we go. Let's add some space into it. And I'm also going to define the background color. So I can just say self.root.configure or config, and that is going to be BG. That's going to be equals. I'm going to make that cadet blue. Right. Okay, I'm also going to more or less let's just round up the process here. So let's say if the name, and if that is equals the main process, the main file, let's enter main there, and root equals tk, then the game itself, or we can just say the application, let's say the game, that is going to be equals Tic Tac Toe, and Tic Tac Toe is going to be a child of the root. So let's grab this copy Tic Tac Toe, child of the root. There we go. Now, finally, I'm just going to say root dot main loop. Let's get it to loop. There we go. Now, I might as well just save this. Let's save it, and we'll take it from there. Save as. So let's look for somewhere to dump that. I think I have somewhere here. My desktop. Let us call it py underscore tic tac toe. Alright, and I'm going to call that yt. Save that. Alright, the next thing I want to do now is let's grab hold of I want to add a frame around my system. So I'm going to say main frame. That is going to be frame. And this frame is going to be a child of the root color. And BG background color of this frame. We can make that. Yeah, that can be. Now let's change the background color of the frame to maybe powder blue. Yeah, and comma. So BG, that is going to be equals to 20. That's the border around it. Then I would also like it to be relieved. So it's more or less look like it's raised up. And let's say rigid. There we go. Now close that up. Let's round this up. Dot, read, and that is that done. So if I run this now, because I didn't define the size of the screen, it will just be a tiny little thing. I just want the button to take care of that for me. So let's see. There we go. That's it right there. So let's drag it. You see that? There we go. So now the next thing I want to do, I want to create a button. So let's say cell dot button, and let's say buttons is going to be, all of my buttons will be in here. So button, and is going to be inside mainframe. There we go. And the text that's going to be on the button is going to be nothing for now. Format. The fonts, let's make that area. So the size is going to be about 40 and it's going to be bold. So comma, then the width equals maybe about 10 and height. I'm going to make that equals 3. Let's come down so that you guys can see it. Okay, so let's come down here. I will have to come back to the button, but first of all, I want to get the grid, the layout of the for this button. So I'm going to say for the button, for I in a range of 3, and we can also say let's indent, paste that there. So that's going to be J in a range of 3 as well. So 3 across and 3 down. Now I'm going to then say self that button, that is going to be I, multiply that by 3 plus J dot grid. And let's say the row that is going to be equals I. Why the column? That will be J. Column equals J. Right, that is sorted. That's good. So let's get this indented. Yeah, that's fine. So you see here, I'm going to need I, specify I here. grab hold of all of these. So here, first of all, let's enter a comma, come down here, and I'm going to say command. That is going to be lambda. Okay, and that is going to be I equals I column. I'm going to make up the function that I intend to use. I'll call it self dot, let's say move. Let's make a move. Okay, make a move and enter I in there. Close that up and just enter my for loop, specifying the amount of I. Okay, now that's the layout. So underneath here, I'm just going to create the function for this move function that I have in here. So let's grab all of this and come right down here. That's going to be my move function. Fine, make move. That is going to be self for my position. Yeah. So let's say if self dot board position, if that is equals empty or vacant, then I want self dot board position, and that is going to be dot config whatever text we have. Let's say dot config the text. That equals self dot current underscore player. Right. Now that that is done, you see the current player, we need to assign some values to that. So I'm going to grab all of this. So self. Okay, let's get it initialized. Underneath here, I'm going to initialize it underneath here. Space. Okay, self.current player, that is going to be, let's say, X. And what about the board? Self.board. Let's come in here, fill that in there, and get that initialized to. Okay, I'm using a for loop for underscore in I in ring. That is going to be 9. Right. Okay, that is taken care of. Let's come back in here to, since that is initialized. So I'm now going to also use an if statement to carry out the following so that we can check out who is winning or if it's a tie. So let's come down here using an if statement. Oh, right here, this should have been button. We did have put in there as a board. So this should have been the buttons and position.config text. Okay, that's for the button. So in that case, we also need for the board. Let's come down here. This is self.board, and the position is going to be equal to the current player. Okay, that's sorted. Now use an if statement. If self dot check winner, there, if that is winner, come down here. Now what we want the system to do is to display a message then, so we can just say message box, grab all of that, message box dot show info, and the information I want you to show is Tic Tac Toe. That's going to be the title, format, player, and that is going to be, let's come in here, enter self underscore player. Where is it? Grab hold of that, paste that in here. Self underscore self dot current player, and that's going to be going in. This should be curly braces, so let's get that right. And here we just enter wins. Alright, that is my message to the winner. Okay. Alright, so let's get rid of this. That should have been a comma. There we go. Now, let's do one thing. Maybe I should just, once we get the winner, I can also refresh the whole system by creating something to reset. So in here, what I'm going to do is, let me create a reset first. Let's call that reset underscore game, and that is going to be self comma. So what I will reset it, I'm resetting every single button. So for I, that's, we have 9 buttons in there. Okay, and the buttons, grab all of the buttons, self buttons, and that is going to be I dot config, and the text, let's empty the text there, and the board will be I equals nothing as well. Simple board, that is I, that will be equals, there we go. Then what about the current player? The current player will be X. Is that here? All right. So, which brings me back here. If we have a winner, we just want the system to reset. So since we have a winner, so let's call reset. Let's grab all of that and paste it right underneath here. Paste. Do that again. Copy and paste. Close the bracket. Okay. Else, if we have a tie, so what should happen? So I'm going to grab hold of all of these message boxes. So this should actually be self, adding into self. So grab all of this from down here. Let's use else if. Else if is that here. Else if this is else if is empty, not in self.board, then I want the message box to show as false, so that will be time. So in here, let's enter tie there. And get rid of the format. So that is that. Then we reset again. Else, in this case, the winner is going to be player O, current player. Set.current player equals O. So if self.current player, have that, dot current player equals X, else X, and that's it. So just one more function. This function will check the row and columns, and that'll be all. So let's take care of that now. So the last function that will check the player, that is the check winner. So right underneath here, we create another function, and we call that check winner. There. Okay, so for we're going to have to use a for loop here. So for I equals the range of 3, paste that there. Okay, and let's use if statement now. So if sub.board, if that is equals I multiply by 3, so grab all of this, paste I multiply I times 3. If that is equals save.board, I multiply by 3, that should be I multiply by 3, multiply by plus 1 here, plus 1. Okay, alright. Or use 2. Grab all of these, equals plus 2, not equals nothing. There we go. And in this case, return is going to be equals true. Equals true. So using, so let's say if I dot set dot board equals 0, let's say 0 in there, and is equals set dot board equals 4, and have it in plate as well. Then it's going to be equals nothing. There we go. Then it's going to be true. Return, that will be true as well. So let me grab all of this. Now change the other one to 6. And here just change that to 6. This is 4. That will be 2. And want you to return. Return and return. There we go. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna try that out, but before then, let's save it first. Save us. Um, Let me show you guys the lines of code again. Take it from the top and bring it right down here. There we go. And down. So let's try it out now. Run. Click on run. There we go. Look at that. So let's try out anything there and let's see if we can get. That's a tie. There. Now let's try and win something. We have X as the winner. Let's see. We have O as the winner. There we go, guys, and that is how you create your own tic-tac-toe. That gives you the 3 different messages. Player O wins, player Y, X win, or it's gonna be a tie. So with that, I'm gonna call it the end of this beautiful tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.